The Footprints Conversation series features discussions and insights from accomplished workplace and marketplace leaders and their experiences on key leadership issues that could be of value to professionals and business people working for the Lord in their workplace and marketplace. This week's Footprints Conversation focuses on capacity. As a professional, you know that capacity is your ability to deliver. If you don't have capacity, there is no way you could achieve business success, superior performance, and promotion at the workplace. Today, we are honored to have an accomplished general and a king to give us biblical leadership insights into one of the most important dimensions of capacity, your spiritual and emotional capacity. Please let us welcome King David to the Footprints Conversations.
I am happy to be here, and let me take this opportunity to greet your audience.
Spiritual and emotional capacity holds the other dimensions of capacity such as physical, mental, technical knowledge, and skills together. If one is depressed, distraught, or having nervous breakdown in the workplace, that person cannot function with all the technical and managerial knowledge he or she may have. This week, we will focus on how the Word of the Lord helps us to build our spiritual and emotional capacity. King, can you share with us any emotional and stressful situation you have experienced in your career?
Sure. You may agree with me that I have had my share of troubles. One experience that I will never forget was when I came back to Ziklag with my military officers after King Achish refused to allow us to join their military regiment for the Operation Effect against Israel. When we returned to Ziklag, the Amalekites have ransacked and burnt all our houses and belongings and have kidnapped our wives and children. Have you seen military officers weeping before?
No, not really.
Tough Nuts Army officers weeping? That will be a funny movie. Did you weep too?
It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. We were so distraught, distressed, and we wept until we had no more power to weep. And my own military officers actually decided to stone me to death. That was the most stressful and depressing moments of my life.
So, what happened? How did you escape?
Escaped? I wish. How? When I was surrounded by all these strong and angry military officers.
So, what did you do then?
In situations of emotional storms like these, the word of the Lord becomes powerful and necessary remedy for emotional competence. I encourage myself in the Lord with the promises in His Word. If someone in the audience is going through such stressful and challenging times at his or her workplace, I can tell that person that the most potent remedy is feeding yourself with doses of the Lord's promises from His Word. You don't need medications. You don't need alcohol to control that depression. I can tell you from my own experience that the Word of the Lord works wonders. It will help you handle any emotional storms in your life.
Thanks for sharing this experience. I think someone in the audience could identify and realize that you went through similar or even tougher emotional distress than he or she is going through now, and the Word of the Lord was a great remedy.
Look, I am not trying to be simplistic here. I can bank my life on this that it works. There were several emotional storms I went through. If you hear me say in the Psalms things like, I am bowed down and brought low, and why are you downcast within me, my soul? Why so disturbed within me? You will realize that this man has gone through tough emotional times. But that has also given me the opportunity to experience the potency of the Word of God. I can tell you the Word of the Lord is perfect. It revives the soul when you are depressed. More be cherished than gold and sweeter than honey.
Those are powerful imagery, the King.
And I can tell you those images could not even convey practical experiences I had with the Word of the Lord.
It breaks my heart to see professionals and business people working for the Lord spending a lot of time behind the TV and watching unfruitful videos from social media when they could have the opportunity to listen and learn from your experiences that would make them fulfill their calling at the workplace and marketplace.
Let me tell someone in your audience, the world is very cruel, and the workplace is full of people who will readily yield as instruments for the devil to use to tear you apart, steal your joy and blessings, and even cause your destruction. Some of these people could be close friends like my military officers who intended to stone me. So, I cannot promise you that you may not face dark and gloomy times at your workplace as a believer, but I can promise you that this word of the Lord will be a lamp unto your feet and a light to your path. It will bring clarity, enlightenment, and brightness to handle those dark, emotional, and spiritual battles. I have my experience to prove it. Don't we say, experience is the best teacher?
Indeed, worth of experience. And the word of the Lord is full of them. There are experienced professionals and business people like you, King David, in the Word, who are ready to help anyone in the audience to improve his or her emotional and spiritual capacity to be effective in their workplace and marketplace.
Yes, just book an appointment for about an hour every day with us. All you need is a Bible. No need for internet connection. We will be your coach, your mentor, and your general counsel. You will learn from our experiences, the good and the bad ones. We are waiting for you in the Bible to help you become a high-impact leader in your workplace and marketplace.
Amazing. Thanks for that, King. That brings us to the end of this Footprints Conversations on the potency of the word of the Lord in building emotional and spiritual capacity. But we will surely bring back the King for more insights another time. For now, let's give it up to him for sharing his experience with us.
If the Footprints discussion has been a blessing to you, pass it on to be a blessing to others. Are you a Christian drama group, literary club, or someone with creative arts talents? Are you interested in using your creative arts talents to convey biblical leadership principles for Christian professionals and business people in the workplace and marketplace? Then bring your talents on board for Kingdom Impacts.